One. There we go. The live has been pressed. Pressed it has.
Yay. Hey guys, how's it going? Captain Foley here.
And Commander Coggins. Stuart, we're looking at ships, stations, technology. We really are in control of this one, aren't we, today?
Not so much, but you know, that's always fun. People seem to enjoy it. A lot of people have said glad these are becoming a regular thing, and
well, that's nice to hear. I appreciate hearing that.
Oh yeah, and Dan23 even said in the chat that let's see, where is it? That he had written down a list of ships from the last time we did it. See, after the last one, I made a list of ships so I can super chat in the next one, so I'm ready for this. So there you go.
Yeah, I can imagine if I was on the opposite end, which again, credit to us for doing every single super chat, because I often see channels that just don't, and it's like, really?
A lot of channels ignore the super chats altogether. Yeah, it's annoying.
And yet they still get some. It's very strange. So, you know, cool, all prepared. But if this was the channel I liked, I'd certainly, you know, hard pressed to think of stuff that is worth talking about there and then. So it's kind of fun to be prepared. Yeah, how many people are we looking at today? Let me go on to the live itself. 40 people watching, 31 likes, 1 dislike. Oh dear.
Oh well.
40 people watching.
Oh well. Alright, well, we got some super chats to start, so I'll read those ships from the last time.
Perfect.
Mark Lawrence, $5. Early with money, but can't think of something to say at the moment. Not sure if I'll make it to for the live stream. So thank you, Mark. Ozzy puts in $5. All hail the Superior Commander and Super Captain Foley. Yes, they love when a plan comes together. Skeleton hands. Olivia Julius.
All the references by him today.
$5. Did you know Picard's fertilizers can go a steady 10 miles per hour with an emergency speed of 25 if being attacked by a wild animal?
Wow, okay.
Now they all know.
Also emergency fertilizing speed.
And there's 2 more that just came in, but they're for ship specific, so we'll get to those after you're done sharing.
Okay,
share.
I will start sharing so I can end sharing. Perfect. See you in a minute.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, as you know, when he's sharing, it's a good time for us to talk about super chats. As you can see, we have to read your super chats on air. That's kind of a thing we do here. And if you have any ships or vehicles or tech or anything you want us to take a look at for this one, we will take a look at it. And we'll Google it, we'll put up some images of it and kind of give you our first impressions on it. This is very much like a live mission briefing style. Mission briefing styles on our channel where we take a look at a ship and we kind of give our overall impressions on it. No research or anything really done for it. Those are for full episodes. So this is a very kind of like a live mission briefing, both Fleetyards and Trekyards. So you can do Star Trek ships or any other franchise, if you will. So you can select anything pretty much, even robots or whatever would be kind of neat. So yeah, if you want to super chat and get in on that, please do so. It supports the channel, helps us out, generates good conversation, good. You know what I mean. So if you can, it'll definitely help us out. You can also join the channel at the rank of Captain, Commander, or Admiral, just hitting the join button, and that's another way to help us. That actually helps us on a monthly basis, which is fantastic. It's kind of the same. It's like a YouTube version of Patreon. So if you want to help us on Patreon, you can do that as well. It's another monthly service. Patreon/Trekyards is the way to do that. Or you can even shoot us a PayPal if you'd like. Just the PayPal information is down below in the description of every video. So shoot us a PayPal. We will get notified by one of our moderators, or just say it in the chat that you've sent it, and if we see it, we will go over and check the email and read your comment or question via the PayPal email. So lots of different ways to help us and support the channel, including a Teespring store down below. We got some cool Trekyards merchandise, which I would really like for you guys to go take a look at the very least. There's lots of really cool stuff, and I think you'll absolutely have a good view and a good laugh, if you will. After the last time I talked about this, Olivia went and she sent me a picture of the Trekyards socks and says, "What is wrong with you guys?" Because one of the socks has me on it, one of the socks has the commander on it. So if you want socks, I mean, they're there. And a lot of other cool merchandise from Teespring. All the links to all our other stuff is down in the description of every video. So by all means, check it out and help us out in the process. So All right. And don't. Yeah, we already got like 4 or 5 super chats now talking about ships. So yeah, guys, just keep it coming, and we'll talk about it as we get to it. So
what we're looking at first in our fan-filled fun 4, 5 fee fun.
Luke Celeste puts in $5. The Comet spaceship from Captain Future.
A lot of words there. I like a lot of those words. Okay.
I like the Captain word.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, what on earth is this?
Let's see. I don't know what Captain Future is, but that's kind of neat. It's kind of like it looks like it could be an early Federation ship almost. It's got like a Daedalus feel, but it's also got like warp nacelles as well. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I'm getting a very Space 2001 feel. Then,
a little bit, yeah.
Well, especially the middle bit, and then trying to be a bit more flashy, as if they said, "Hey, we're gonna utilize the themes of that design language-wise, and then what can we do to change it? This, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, actually, I like it. It's very 3D, and yet a simple, and often simple can be good. Sure.
Yeah, it does feel like early Federation though. Could fit in there.
Or at least like a early Federation probe or something. Nothing like streamlined, just like a bit of test tech. Cool.
Tom Zeros 48, $2. Hi guys, ship Once Upon a Time in Space Nautilus.
I mean, it's okay. It's not very interesting. I do like the shark thing, but that's obviously the gimmick. Obviously the middle bits are hangars or torpedoes. I like the top view okay though. I guess the back view with the engines, but it's just sometimes you can tell the limitations of the era where they had to build a miniature or some such. Or something very well, it's also anime, so I'm not sure why they limited it so much. I don't know, what do you think?
A little too simplistic. I do like the shark motif though, very similar to the World War II fighters and stuff. But not much to say about it, honestly.
I mean, it could easily be Star Wars or a
for sure.
Ship, so it's not unique enough to be its own thing. It's but it's nice enough, and I certainly could see it honestly being improved to be a Star Wars ship.
Yeah. Lookout Tower Radio, £2. Hey, Captain and Commander. Damn it, I missed Lieutenant Face. No, he wasn't Face. He plays Murdoch on 18. Just so you know. Okay. Luke Celeste, $5. The Phoenix from Battle of the Planets. Oh, yes. One of my favorite ships. We've actually done a mission briefing on that. And
I can, as we often do as a joke within that, all I do is I search our review of said ship to highlight that you can also watch an ad for Core i5s. I don't want a Core i5s. Here's past us.
So yeah, we did a mission briefing on it, and
and you were excited.
I still am.
And it's good. It's it's a jet.
It's not though. It's a spaceship. But it's okay.
It's a sleek. We've also seen a couple of things recently that was sort of similar. So it's definitely a shape that people can come to. It's not like it's breaking the bank in terms of originality. It wasn't anyone like John Eves that could create a brand new shape out of nothing. It's a very here is a thing of things put together. They work well.
Plus, because it's anime, it's got the ships in it as well, the smaller little ones that come out. So yeah. If you guys want to see we did actually 2 episodes on it, because I did a review of my one I got from Japan of God Phoenix review. So if you want to check those out, type in Trekyards Phoenix in the YouTube search, and you can check those out. I'm proud of both of them. So there you go.
Sweet.
Justin Hampton, $2. Hey, what the Spirit class slipstream ship hit like?
Spirit class slipstream ship. Now that will Google be able to find that. Make sure to actually give us a Googleable thing. So test it out yourself to know what we're going to look at. Oh, right, sure, yeah, this one. I guess. Oh, right, the Spirit. Yeah, this is one of Mark Rademacher's designs
Mm.
for the calendar years ago.
Mm.
What do you think?
Might need to see it first. There it is. I actually like it. It doesn't feel very Star Trek though. But you know, I think it's fine.
I like the nacelles a lot.
The nacelles are the only thing that says Star Trek.
I don't like the hull at all. I mean, I like the differentiation of the white and the black and how that comes together, but it's just like a pointy, like it's, you know what I mean? It's just, it looks like a secondary hull aft section flipped to be the front, and it's like, okay. That's why I've never kind of have gone towards the idea of those slipstream ships that need to be ultra sleek and pointy, and it's just like it removes the artistry of the more classic fashion design aesthetic. And while not bad, I mean, I wouldn't call this good looking. You know, Mark does great models, but I wouldn't call this very interesting. It's both too different and yet too simple. You know, whereas like the T-shaped one, the really really weird one with the source on top and the down, that's really different and really interesting. You know.
Yeah, I did. I wish there were other views of it because it's kind of hard to get a feeling for it as it is. I don't know if there are orthos or whatever, but
I think on Mark's page we have to go hunting.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah,
the engines are brilliant though. Love the engines.
Yeah, I would need to see more views of it. It's really the same. My thoughts exactly.
The Aventine better, kind of incorporates it a bit better.
Yes, Dan 23, 2 pounds. The Imperial Light Cruiser from Star Wars Rebels.
Oh, which one's the that? I lost Google. Hold on.
It's all right.
Not
really a fan of it. I don't know. Especially from the side. I don't like the side view. The front and back look amazing. Top, not so much. It's shaped like a butt plug.
But most audience members in Rebels would not know that.
Well,
most audiences. Some Canadians may. Did you watch Rebels?
Yeah. No.
Any of Rebels, or just?
I watched like the first 4 episodes and then kind of just tuned out.
Now, is that because you're not as big a Star Wars fan, so you weren't going to dedicate time, or you just didn't like the show itself?
Not just it was on YTV and I kept forgetting it was on and missed it and said fuck it.
Just like serialized TV, once you miss some, you can't really go back too well. You can't jump off. And certainly in the later seasons, like I remember I accidentally caught an episode like a season and a half later, I was like, wow, that a lot happened. Would have been great to have seen that. Well, I could have, but no, I like this one actually. I think it's a very easy yet different reinvention of the formula, and considering how limited the Star Wars Star Destroyer formula is, it's amazing how many things people can do within it. And this, I think, is another great example of it's clearly a Star Destroyer, but it's also clearly different. And obviously, the aft is like the engines from the first ship in Phantom Menace, so it looks more like a lower end civilian, like, you know, lesser high end one. So it does give the visual impression of less capable, and yet still capable. So I all credit for that. I think it's an absolutely fair design. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like the overall design. I just wish the back end part wasn't the way it was, the way it flares back out again.
I think it's the only thing that would make sense, honestly.
Well, yeah, I know, but anyway. Olivia Julius, $10. Did you know Picard's fertilizers have a ball picker?
Okay.
Well, I'm a ball picker. That during harvest season can pick a quart of grapes in less than 1 hour and sort the grapes with 98% accuracy.
Oh.
It's very important.
I mean, these are the facts that we are here to learn on the important ships that we all had questions about.
And Olivia Julius, again, $5. Didn't the Marvel Comics use the Bird of Prey for their hero ship when they were starting to draw comics?
Seems to me.
No.
I mean, we've done a lot of comic episodes, and yes, they do sort of nick inspiration, nick images, literally whole cloth, either from fans or
I wonder if she's talking about like the X-Men who use like the SR-71 Blackbird, just a little bit modified version. I don't know. Bird of Prey, I don't think I've ever seen in a Marvel comic, but
no,
that being said, the old comics, you never know what's in there, so it changes from page to page.
Yeah, especially if they didn't think they're going to be as well viewed. Because I'm sure if it's one of their smaller, magazines, they'd be like, oh, we don't need to put much care attention to in terms of, we'll nick a Star Trek Bird of Prey in Marvel. Why not? Whereas later, ones that they know are going to be big, they're probably going to be much more inclined to design and build. Interesting.
Luke Celeste, $5. The Searcher Ortho from Buck Rogers in 25th Century Season 2.
Okay.
Yes.
I like how specific that is. Ooh.
Season 2, when Buck Rogers got not so good.
And why was it less good?
It was just less good. It changed the premise of the show. They went on this Searcher vessel. It became like Star Trek, where they were kind of like exploring. Oh. And Season 2 was its last season. Season 1's where it's at if you want to watch it.
So it's kind of a Firefly style. It was basically only good once. Because then it was good, then it was... You know what? This is basically... It looks to me like a Star Trek Carillion Corvette. If you know what I mean? If you would say, right, make those two things together.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it. It brings together some nice greebling that I kind of like. I mean, it's not particularly interesting, but I actually don't mind the shapes. I kind of think it should have wings. I know it sounds a bit weird, but wings or pylons at the back to a bit more of a flow. Because I like the front actually quite a lot. The front half, I think, but it's missing wings.
No, I would agree. I mean, it's a little bit something at the back there to give it a little bit more shape.
Yeah.
But overall, a pretty fantastic design for what it is. So.
Fantastic design?
Fantastic design for Buck Rogers.
Okay. You know what would help? Give it the 3 spires, 2 bottom, 1 at the top. That I think would really give it this big presence. Kind of like the Excalibur from Babylon 5 or the Minbari from Babylon 5. I think, that would really bring this one up a bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
John Harrison, £5. Hi, guys. Just wondering if I could get you to watch a couple of videos. Also do this Ship Explorers movie, Wake's Ship. It's the green one. Space Explorers movie, the Wake's Ship. Wax Ship.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is weird. And if you want videos, I mean, Stuart's more able to watch things than I am. I got a busy schedule. Send them to Stuart, and he will maybe watch them.
After I watch Firefly, Expanse,
this is
Stargate.
Well, hey, that should be a watch party with us. That should be. I actually like this ship. It kind of is slightly penisy, but it's almost the opposite to.
Welcome to Trekyards, everyone.
Yeah, it's almost the opposite to last one though, with the ball at the start and it goes down.
Yeah,
but it's organic almost. It's weird.
Yeah. I can't really see it too well, and I haven't searched it yet myself. So
search it then.
I'm getting there.
And the miniature looks like a lot more attention was paid. Like this is either it's miniature or it's animated, but looking like a miniature. You can tell they put more care and attention into the miniature than the other ones. Some of the ones we looked at. And also, a lot of the greebling is the good sort of greebling, where and greeblies, just for clarity, are a little detail that may or may not have a purpose, but is implied of a purpose because it's on a spaceship. This one, it feels as if the greebling and the plates must have some sort of purpose. They kind of integrate super well, rather than just, here is a rectangle on the circle. And you're like, okay, this kind of all feels integrated better.
Yeah, it feels like organic shapes, which I like. I don't like bricks in space. 1 or 2 of them are fine, but then when we keep seeing, and they all have freaking antennas all over the front of them, it gets a little old.
Antennas make them go.
They do, and they make them talk to other people, but still, this one I like. It's got some unique looks to it, which I appreciate. So,
hey, thumbs up.
It looks like the Starbug could be like its shuttlecraft.
Yeah. No, I like that. It's a Red Dwarf spin-off ship, yeah. I like that. That's good.
Olivia Julius, $2.
Thank you.
USS Emmett Till, From What We Left Behind. Well, we've already done a video on that.
Oh, I can just search our own thing then.
Done a few videos talking about that. It's an interesting design. I wish there wasn't 4 nacelles. If they just put 2 on, if John just put 2 on, I think it would have been better. But you can see a lot of design influences for jets and stuff in the strut details, which John does a lot of anyway. And the 4 nacelles is a cool idea, but doesn't really need them necessarily. So
like I said before, it just looks like it looks like John couldn't get out of the Discovery mindset and designed a Discovery ship in the TNG era, which ironically is kind of what we got anyway. It is very similar to the other designs in that era, but it's just a Discovery with 4 nacelles. I mean, it's not particularly creative. It looks fine, but as a first ship is designed in Prime Post, it's disappointing that that's the way it went. Obviously, having been to the panel, which he said about designing it, he had given them many options and they picked that one, so that's not his fault. But it's not very creative and it looks fine. But there's a reason why they haven't, even after over a year of them announcing they're going to make it, they haven't made it, and they should have made, obviously they overestimate how much interest there would be, or their own personal. Oh, that looks cool because nothing's been made, and they've rushed out some stuff in way less time. But I mean, in reality, it was a marketing ploy because it was not in the documentary. It was a shot, maybe 2.
Yeah.
It was never back again. It was a complete marketing ploy to be on the DVD. Like, look, we have a new ship, and you watch it and thinking the ship meant absolutely nothing, and therefore you walk away thinking the ship means nothing really. So, one big disappointment really.
Just like Trekyards. Justin
Wow.
Hampton, $2.
I was dwell on that for a second. That's a mean thing to say. Gosh darn it, Stuart. You have. Wow.
Excalibur class from Babylon 5.
Yes, we've yet to look at that for a reason, because I haven't got the 3D model. It's one of the few ones I haven't got, which is frustrating because I want them. It's the one from the Star Wrecked, the big thin one that kills everything. It's the big, beast of a cruiser.
It looks like a big brother to like a bird of prey. They add another fin on,
Okay.
and the head kind of splits the same almost. It looks a little, it looks similar in some shots, just sideways.
It's a good example of simple but effective. I mean, it's a real simple concept, but it's an effective concept. I didn't see that movie or the miniseries because it's one of the last things I haven't seen yet, so I was kind of saving it because then I'm done. Babylon 5.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not sure I buy that it's a combination of human and Minbari. But I mean, at that point, I guess they're more hybridy than ever before, so the looks are kind of dissolving as well. I don't know. I like it in general, but doesn't
I like how it fires
that.
Weapons.
Yeah.
Its main gun is kind of cool, but that I've seen that with the Hirogen and stuff as well. Like who stole from who?
Well, that was the same VFX team, so from each other,
Yeah.
from themselves. Who should we still
We have this
week?
effect. We have this effect. We have to design a ship to work around it.
Well, one of the funny little Easter eggs is that when Foundation Imaging started on Voyager, it was right when the A472 Borg stuff happened, and they had to do a shot with Kess as she's talking to the A472 people, and they zone into the A472's eye and stuff, and they show sort of its space, fluidic space. And all it was a repurposed Babylon 5 hyperspace scene file of all the shimmering red, because it was in for like 2 seconds and it was a built effect and it was fine, and they used that. They redesigned it for their, going into fluidic space. But yeah, so the scene file for fluidic space Mark 1 is literally 1-for-1 the hyperspace effect of Babylon 5. So they did reuse, but that's okay. That's a good effect.
Look out, Terra Radio, £2. USS Bonaventure from the Star Trek animated series. We've also done that one. Pretty sure.
Oh yes. No. Yes.
Yeah. I think we have anyway.
I think. Who liked it more, you or me? I can't quite remember.
Aaron Harvey.
Well, yes, he loves it a lot more than us, but I mean, out of the two of us.
I don't remember. It's a very interesting design. It's a pregnant Constitution class. Loaded.
It's one that there's no leap in logic, but there's a slight leap in credibility. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh sure, it's a pug-nosed weird Connie, and then you think, well then, which came first, and why did you design a pug-nosed Connie if you already had the Connie? There's no real design to it, but that's what we learned in the animated series. A lot of it is just like, let's do something rather than really designing. That said, it's interesting enough, but it's also too close. If you're gonna have it be this early, like lose the Bassards, lose the shuttle bay, like lose any of the last pieces that are exactly the same, and just shift them a bit more, and then you've got to just bent out of shape, but I definitely, as a prequel to Enterprise, it looks stupid. Because they would not have designed that. I don't think designers would say, hey, let's make it look like this. And they were like, good job, Steve.
The funny thing is, looking at it, I can see like explanations for why things are shaped the way they are and stuff, if you really want to get into it. But
it works better as like a test ship, like post-Connie.
Yeah.
Like, we're already in the Connie yard. We've got all the pieces. Let's make a test ship for this, or this. And we're going to have to modify the frame, the pieces of the frame in different ways. That is how I would see it, rather than be a prequel. And definitely not like the first Warp 4 ship, whatever it was meant to be.
Go watch our episode on it, because I'd be interested to hear what I had to say, because I don't remember.
Yeah. I would agree.
Damien Howe, 2 pounds. Best ship ever, Red Dwarf, in my opinion.
Which one?
It's gigantic.
It's so cold outside.
Yeah.
Okay, which Red Dwarf do you like best? Because there are many, actually. Although they keep reverting back to the original, which I appreciate. But looking at here, you've got a couple of different designs. Although it's hard to tell which is the fan and the real one. But I guess I'll go out. This is the default one. I think goes then. A ship that is mining an asteroid. Because the asteroid that's actually part of it, it wasn't hit by an asteroid. It's mining the asteroid. It's a mining ship. So it finds an asteroid, it tractors it into the bay, and then it mines it. Which you never get really sense from the show, but that's what it's doing.
For that, it's an excellent design. I like the basket on the front where they pull the thing into. I mean, there's so much practicality there for a mining ship. That being said, the size of it is kind of ridiculous. But again, storage holds, cargo holds for all the stuff they mine. So
and no replicators, no transporters. Every single resource has to be brought with them.
Yeah.
So I mean, like most of it is cargo bay.
Yeah.
And the crew is over 1,000, I think. I can't quite remember, but it's actually quite a big crew because there's also people doing different things. Now, if you go by later canon, it's also a prison ship, a secret prison ship, which again would increase the population size and need for food massively. But there are things. But I think the first one, and also considering it's a really good miniature for a 30-minute British sci-fi from the 70s, I think, is a really good miniature. Like, I know it's not really been remastered per se, but it looks real good in the show. And I know that they change the model consistently throughout the show once they hit CGI, because they wanted to, like George Lucas, they keep having new ideas. And yet, in the last couple of seasons, they went back to the first one, because it's the best. Yeah. No.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah, it's great. Memorable.
All right, so next up is Olivia Julius with $2, the Capricorn 1. She's talking about Capricorn 1 from the movie Capricorn 1 that starred O.J. Simpson. Oh. And it's basically just a lunar lander. So it's fine. It's for exploration of Mars or whatever.
Any different?
Oh yeah, I think there's slight differences, but I'd have to put them side by side to see. It's essentially a rocket with a capsule, and then it has the lander thing, so it's pretty much the same.
I will say, I'm not the biggest fan of real space flight because it's not very interesting to me. Like, it's not very creative. And that's a weird thing to say, but it's not, sci-fi creative. But also, I like the lunar lander design. Of all the designs, I think that design is really neat. For whatever reason. Whatever reason.
Well, cool, because it works. So, there you go, Olivia. Fleet Paw Swiftback, $2, Event Horizon, and the Class A Transport. Well, we just did an episode on the Class A Transport, so go watch that.
Yeah.
And as for the Event Horizon, we've also done an episode on the Event Horizon.
And that was a really great 3D model because a fan made it. It was a really, really nice model at the time. Really holds up well. It's a really interesting ship, actually. And again, a brilliant miniature. That was one of those ones where they just push into CGI, and yet the miniature is so good.
So gothic looking and weird. It's got like a skull shape on the front. And it's like outstretched arms, like on a crucifix. It's weird.
It's a very, very fine line. It's pretty much style over substance.
Yeah.
Especially as I believe, the middle bit is just a one big walkway, and it's like, what? Why? What?
Well, I think they're pulling also from 2001 and stuff.
But going black.
Yes.
Opposite. It's good though. It's a good one.
It's an interesting ship and a good movie. So
yeah, that'd be a fun rewatch movie as well, because it's not hugely loved. It's it's a niche sci-fi cult one, but I know it's pretty good. But there's probably some weird things in it.
There's also production debacles with the ending and the editing. So there's other footage and stuff that was apparently it's all been destroyed in a fire. So there's footage from the ending we'll never see. But the way the ending's edited together to be all chopped up the way it is, it wasn't the original ending, and it suffers at the end. But what they were going for, it was pretty ambitious, and it is worth a watch. I like Sam Neill, so
I was about to say he's good in it, yeah. And Lawrence Fishburne.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good. Have you seen the film Sunshine? The sort of semi-horror film Sunshine?
No, I have not.
We should watch that together. It's good.
Will you hold my hand?
Only if you look at me in the eye and ask me nice.
Okay, then we're out. Dementia, $10.
Oh, thank you.
The Ghost from Star Wars Rebels.
I like the Ghost from Star Wars Rebels.
Let me see.
Again, how do you design something? How do you design another Millennium Falcon that isn't the Millennium Falcon? I mean, I wouldn't want to be tasked with that. I like it, and I would really like a really, really good 3D model of it, like a really good one.
It reminds me of the ship from Aliens, or Alien, which
the drop pod, the escape pod.
Yes,
Yep,
that's
very similar.
exactly what it reminds me of.
Cross Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
But do you like it?
Yeah, it's like a smaller version of a Corellian fighter, or a freighter. Just a smaller, same fleet, different.
Yeah, different subclass, but it feels sleeker and faster to me. Maybe not in terms of engine raw power, because we know the Falcon's got this one big strip engine, but in terms of like maneuverability, boy, those shapes just feel a lot more maneuverable.
And see, you could take this shape and refine it into a fighter for Star Trek. There's some angles it looks like a little one of those little either flying squirrel or like a sugar glider. It's got its arms stretched out with the flaps. Maybe depends on the angle you see it from.
I mean, it's fine to think of the shape
Probably.
and the design. I mean, pulling from real world things. We talked about how the Slave 1 was designed because a dude saw a light fixture. That's the villain ship of this movie! Who knows where ideas come from?
Dan 23, £2. The Valen class cruiser from Babylon 5, Lost Tales.
Oh, Valen. Yeah.
Sorry.
I also want that model. I would like this model a lot. It looks great in the show. It's sad that we only got like one shot of it, really. Yeah, it looks like a luxury liner. Looks like I'm in by a luxury liner. Lovely 3D model. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It doesn't say anything, as in it doesn't apart from luxury liner or I guess big fish. It doesn't say strong. Doesn't say necessarily fast.
Well, from the picture you have up on the screen there, I get a scimitar vibe instantly, just from the angle and the forward stretch wings, just the way it's lit. I know it doesn't look quite like that. It looks a little bit different, but
vibe-wise, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't have much opinion on it, to be honest.
But it is pretty.
Yeah. Peter Karaman, £10. Hi guys, do you like Avalon ship from the Passenger movie? My favorite ship is Executor Super Star Destroyer. Stay well. I'm in holes for 2 weeks.
Holiday, enjoy, man, enjoy.
Yeah.
Cool, enjoy your holiday.
The ship from the Passengers movie.
Have you seen Passengers?
Not yet, but I'm going to order it because I'm getting it in 3D.
I really enjoy this movie. I know it didn't get reviewed well. I don't know why. It's one of those ones where it was thoroughly under-reviewed. And it's great in the movie. Like, sometimes these things are more whatever. This thing really looks good in the movie. Why is that? Okay. No, and it looks great in motion. It really does.
That's a fantastic design. Yeah, I just watched a really in-depth review on this movie, even though I haven't seen the movie.
Oh,
because I like that kind of thing. No, I don't care. And yeah, seeing it's quite unique. I love the fact that it does spins. You got the gravity thing, and I think it's really well executed.
And I love the movie. I think it's great. It's my first 4Ks. I got. because it's like, yeah,
Well,
it's great.
it's in my Amazon basket in 3D because I'm collecting 3D movies, and I,
You
good or
and
bad.
Mojo, eh?
Oh yes, Mojo, yes. Let's see here. Mark Lawrence, $10 for Tenchi 2K7 and myself. The ship from the Royoki. Don't get her drunk or mad or both. Ship from.
I mean, I love the things you guys say, but sometimes what the hell are you saying?
You gotta watch it. Oh, to be in the know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I like it. I mean,
not much to it.
It feels to me like an Iconium from Star Trek Online. Like in the way it's all splayed.
Yeah. Almost feels like it could be a defense platform or something too, like a phaser turret thing.
It's just like 100% aggression, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't look practical, doesn't look comfortable. It just looks like a big gun, in terms of like space gun. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Or the Red Angel, but silver. A little bit. Like,
oh my god, don't why are you mentioning that? What are you doing?
Well, because it just came to Star Trek Online, Stuart, so go and play Red as the Red Angel.
Oh good
now.
god, seriously?
It's
sweet.
the time suit of unlimited everything.
John Harrison, £2.
Thank you.
Warframe Grenier Galleon. This thing is.
I know Warframe.
It reminds me of like.
Ooh, wow.
An insect with lots of legs. You can see it crawling. It's got the antenna. It's almost got like a snail-like front end. That's really quite unique.
Talk about different. I mean, talk about, you were saying you don't like little grey boxes in space that have antenna.
Exactly.
This is not a grey. Well, it's a green slug in space with antennas, but it's not a grey box.
And I'm fine with that. I like something interesting.
Did you see that? It's a regularly reposted sort of like Facebook link to one of those clickbait sites of a dude that turns basic shapes like his own soap dispenser or whatever, makes them spaceships.
Yep.
This looks to me as if they said, right, we want to make a centipede or not a slug into a spaceship. Go. And he was like, okay. And so you take the ultra basic, but then this is now this is now this, extrapolate, and it's very creative.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great in the sense of, wow, that's a good looking ship. But you know what it's trying to do, and it achieves it extremely well. And at the end of the day, isn't that what you're trying to do?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
make an impression, make something new,
It's like in a film, you say, oh, I hate that character. Oh, it's like, well then, the film's not its job. You're meant to hate them. So, correct. You're not meant to like everyone, You might not like the fact that you don't like them, but it means the film's not its job. Cool.
150 of you watching. Everybody hit the like button. Let's get those likes up.
Awesome.
And
we're doing awesome, guys.
Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you can have us talk about whatever ship you like. Devin Larson, though.
Refreshing vibe as well today. Just nice and chill, Nice and chill.
Devin Larson throws in $2. Andromeda from Andromeda. We've already talked about the whatever Ascendant. What the hell is it called?
Ascendant, a not high charity. What's it called?
High Guard.
Yeah,
no.
It's called a class name. It's not the. Oh, what is it? What class is it?
We've done a video on it. We need to redo that though, because we have a better model now. So
yes, we have the model. Yes,
I'm not a fan. I've said it all along. It's very interesting.
Bugs me because this is unique. This is exactly what we're just saying, Stuart. This is unique. It's interesting.
I know,
it's
but it doesn't catch my eye. It's like,
It's got the wrong sort of curves for you.
It does. It's too skinny and stick-like.
It's a glorious heritage class.
Mm.
What a great name! I absolutely adore their ship class names. They're super creative. Super creative. Let me see if I can find other ship names.
So yeah, just not my thing. That one, sorry.
Yeah, you can keep going. Just try.
All right. Aurelia Julius, $5. Did you know Picard's fertilizers cannot be used as surfboards?
Well, if you try hard enough, let's not take it out of the running.
That whole "if you try hard enough" thing wanted me to say something, but I'm not going to.
Oh yeah, but I love the Andromeda. I think it's brilliant. Love it.
Man, Daniel
it's
Hall.
really fun to fly as well in 3D.
Daniel Hall, welcome, Dan. $5. Belknap class strike cruiser, one of my faves. We need to get together to do a redesign. The Belknap is all right. I am not.
But it's faster and Starfleet battles and all that rubbish.
It's sorry, what now?
But it's faster and Starfleet battles and all that stuff, Stuart. So you must love it by default.
Well, it's a cool design, but there's aspects to it that I don't really like. The shape of the secondary hull at the front really bugs me quite a bit, and the attachment points for the pylons go down too far. Like, you can attach something to the bottom of a ship and have it look better than that. So,
but I like this. I like the overall vibe from a distance, the way it kind of curves in. But yeah, as soon as you start breaking down at least the classical version's details, you're like, those shapes aren't... And you know me when it comes to these kit bashes, just less kit bash it by like 25%. You know, don't give us the exact same this, and this. Because all it is just they took a Connie frame, changed some shapes, and it's like, okay. You know what I mean? It's hard to, at least with the Betazoid, Belerathon, Belknap, what was the Bumblebee? We looked at it today. The
Bumblebee, what?
The warp ship that we looked at today, the one that was the skinny one, the fat one, the weird one.
Oh, no idea.
Today. We just looked at it today. It was the warp ship from the animated series.
Oh, the Bonaventure.
Yeah, that one. See, that at least is a kit bash, but everything's changed. This is a kit bash. But I do like the overall. But yeah, it definitely needs a redesign, but it has a lot of potential.
And we've done a mission briefing episode on that, so if you want to see that, go type it in and check it out.
There we are, 268.
Luke Celeste, $5.
Dang.
My last for tonight, the Liberator Blake's 7 ship. We've also done an episode on that, so check that out as well.
You know,
I kind of like the design of that ship.
I think what's the opposite of growing on me? I think I like it less the more I see other things.
Yeah.
Because especially as we look, that's one of the ships that are really creative, and here I'm looking at this, and it's just kind of like 3 pods stuck together. You know, I think it's good, but I think given the other stuff we've seen today already, I'm thinking, yeah, but it's not great, is it? Although that said, there was a ship I said I had 3 pylons to, similar looking design, it's got 3 pylons. So wow, you guys are finding stuff that fits my bill. That's funny.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting design. It maintains that 1950s, 1960s rocket vibe, but takes it to a different level. Yep. It's kind of like almost like Star Trek, where they put the nacelles up on the pylons and still got that cylindrical look, but it's a new way of doing it, and I really appreciate that. Well, so I like Blake 7.
Well, and it's quite Trekky as well. I mean, you can definitely see a little bit of the Trek influence for sure. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And we mentioned in that video that you have up, turning it around and having it fly the other direction, like the back be the front, would almost be better.
Yeah.
For design.
I mean, didn't we also say, imagine if you had a saucer and it flies the other way? That could look really cool. Could look really cool.
Yeah, we say a lot of good stuff in that episode, so check it out. John Harrison, £2. Hell Talon Chaos Fighter Bomber.
I mean, it reminds me a lot of stuff from Narn, but hey, it looks cool. Simple, but it has a lot of little details, and yeah, it's a mean looking thing, and that is also what it's trying to be. I like it. Yeah,
but what's it remind me of? It reminds me of something else.
Well, I said Narn ships, so what does it remind you of then?
No. I think the bad guy ships from Buck Rogers.
Yeah, and something else
without the center part, and even like a TIE fighter of sorts.
Yeah.
Like, it's got a TIE interceptor wing shape for sure, so maybe that's what it is.
Or the TIEs from Rogue One, the underslung.
Yeah.
It's cool though. I mean, I like the idea of it's fun. They clearly had fun designing it.
So let's see here. The next one is Shad X27, $2. The Ben Tenmaru from Bodacious Space Pirates.
Okay. A lot of words I don't know. And again, guys, you guys are doing brilliant. So thank you.
Oh, it looks like a.
This is kind of cool, actually.
Looks like something from Thunderbirds. Looks like Thunderbird
Yeah.
1. Looks like the red one. I can't remember the
that
number.
Would be 1, yes, because of the fly one. Hey, I actually like this. I actually like this. It's very much, we're going to throw shit together. Like, you know what I mean? Let's take engines, slap them on. Let's take front of a spacecraft, slap it on. Let's take, you know. But actually, I do think it kind of works together, actually. What do you think?
It's all right. It's not my thing, really. That being said, it does kind of have... It looks like it could be something from Battle of the Planets, one of the bad guys' ships. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's kind of got that generic every anime kind of feel to it to me.
Well, I mean,
unfortunately,
part of the anime, you say that they're all designed in Japan, so that's a Eastern mindset. Therefore, obviously, designers are going to have a different philosophy than we would, because we just have different things. How do you compare? How do you analyze anime? You don't want to compare to other anime because obviously they're all in the same genre and a lot of them have very similar vibes. But I do like this. I like the texturing a lot. So I think it's not so much that the shape works well; it's that all of it together. Something about it all together, kind of like, yeah, that works. You know, that works. Give it credit. I like it. Thank you.
Fleet Pass Swiftback, $2. Have you done the Force Lance from Andromeda? No, we haven't.
No. Have you? Do you know the gun? Do you know the weapon?
Yes, unfortunately, I do. I don't know. I know, but the name Force Lance, it's like a ripoff. It's but like a lightsaber, but it uses Force and Lance, and I don't know. I thought it was kind of a silly weapon, but what do I know, right?
I mean, he's not the captain for his smarts. He's the captain because he stole some...
Gave myself that title.
That. But he stole some files and he bribed the admiral, you know.
I got something the admiral likes, so...
Your goatee.
I mean, the Force Lance is alright, but...
I owned one for a bit and they're super comfortable to wield. Like I was a weapon, but like, they're actually, I like them.
Eugene, 350 rubles. Exo Squad Resolute.
This is cool.
This is interesting. Yeah. I love the back of it. Lots of engines. I like the shapes. I like the shapes here.
And yet it's an interesting web. It is still a grey brick in space. But
I was just going to say that, but it's changed it up enough and made it unique enough that it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the front bit is a gripping arm. Then it's got two balls for some reason, but it doesn't look like a penis. It stays away from that successfully because we've had a couple of those already. The back kind of feels like the Daedalus from Stargate, but whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Combined in a Pokeball, or a Cylon base star. Yeah, no, there you go. It's a Daedalus in a Cylon base star with an event horizon with 2001 and then some front clamp. But you know what? It works.
I like it.
Yeah, okay. And the scale, this feels like a big ship to me. Like one of those classic 2-3 kilometer universes. Like, holy hell. Trekyards says, what?
Dan 23, £2.
Thank you.
Eastern Alliance Destroyer, Battlestar Galactica, 1970s.
Oh, what is this?
This one reminds me a lot of like the Russian Concorde, or the Russian Concorde, where the head of the plane's a little bit bigger. It's also got a kind of a Klingon vibe to it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But it could definitely be like a modern day kind of supersonic ship.
This is from
like
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
In what way was it used? Because I'm not the biggest knowledgeable of that subset, but what was this? How was it used? Do you remember? I mean, this is...
I don't recall what episode it was in or how it was used, but I don't know if it's one of the fleets.
I doubt it. I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is either. So I can't say offhand, so I don't know.
It's definitely a product of his time, but it changes the shapes up enough to be interesting to me. It doesn't break the bank of coolness, but actually I kind of like it. And that back view is cool. The miniature that dude made, or CG faking it with all the engines, it's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I like it.
Next up is Olivia Julius, $2. The Resolute from Lost in Space. Is that the new series she's talking about?
Yes.
Or the original?
Yeah, and I just got the Resolute for my birthday. No, I didn't get in touch with my birthday. I mean, I got the Blu-rays for my birthday, and I like it.
Is it a mothership or a space station, or what is it?
So it's a FTL capable, which in itself is a we can FTL, but none of us can FTL. Oh my goodness, that's part of the point of the story. Ship that takes the Lost in Space pods, which are all self-contained spaceships, to and from the evacuation planet because the Earth's doomed a little bit. And in the story, we have to jettison from it, but we eventually find it. And yeah, it's a mothership that has a full amenities for a multi-trip. It's incredibly expensive, and it both services all the individual pods, but also can travel fast and stuff. Yeah. And the CGI in it is glorious. I mean, it's one of those ones that looks very real NASA with how it's built. But they get super close, and the model look like, obviously build custom bits for it, but it really looks very real and well thought out, and yeah.
It seems similar to a lot of the rotating space stations I've seen from the 60s and even like 2001: A Space Odyssey, that kind of vibe, but with engines slapped on the back. So I think it's fine, and it does have that real world kind of feel to it. So
I've never been, as you know, the biggest fan of rotating ships. Just skip them and go to ultra gravity.
Just once we find out how to do that, sure.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know, we're going to space, Joe. It can't be harder than getting to space. I mean, come on. So you know, innately, it's not like it's not overly creative, but having seen it in the show, I've got massive appreciation for it. So it's better than some of its design.
Next up is Mark Lawrence, $5. Last one from me today.
Well, thanks, Mark. Hope you're doing well.
GP15A2 from Outlaw Star, which was later named the Outlaw Star. My car was named for it.
Cool. He had to type all that. I hope he's on a phone, because that's an annoying set of stuff to type. Okay.
I can type faster on my phone than my keyboard, so...
Really?
Just saying.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I do almost all my stuff from my phone.
Now, is that bragging or just saying you're bad at using a computer?
I just never was good with keyboards. My fingers are too fat, and I always hit the wrong buttons, and I go to hit backspace, and I hit like equals 15 times. It just, anyway.
How would you summarize my typing ability?
Loud.
And fast.
Fast. Lots of spelling mistakes.
Lots of spelling mistakes, yes.
But that's okay.
I like this.
This again feels like something from Battle of the Planets or G-Force or just anime in general. I'm not really a fan, to be honest.
I really like the middle and with the shape that comes in. I like how sleek and smooth it is, the way it kind of creates the different areas. I don't like the points at the end. They seem redundant to me. It looks like it's a drilling mechanism thing. If they'd replaced the drill and just had the 4 engines and something sleek at the back, I think that would improve it. And a different front. I'm not sure what I'd want for the front, but maybe actually, you know what, a continuation of the shapes of the more like head of a serpent. Have those shapes continue. I think that would have improved the shape for me. But I do like it. I think it's pretty good.
Next. Sorry, Mark. Guild. Okay, so Tunishi, €2. Guild ships from Last Exile.
I will go with the Guild battleship. Then it's the most easily accessible. Delphine's flagship, the red one with, I'm not even sure what's going on in this. Well, Stuart, you wanted different.
Yeah, that definitely fits the bill. Doesn't seem like there's much to it. It doesn't feel like a large ship, you know? It feels like something that's a small crew, a very small crew.
Oh, you mean like a deceptively big, like, it's only got 3 rooms in the front and the rest of it's just the function?
Yeah, I mean, because everything's so slender and slim on it, you can't imagine a lot of internal volume there, or how that would work, so... I mean, if it's a smaller ship, I think it's kind of neat. For a larger ship, I don't think it works so well.
It makes me think Guardians of the Galaxy. Like that sort of design. Yeah. I mean, they have such broad art design, but that sort of universe of like a bit weird. And also it makes me feel like it's designed to rip through ships. I know it wouldn't exactly work, but imagine those two things that stick out. They can suddenly go up and then slice through. And imagine if the things are like chainsaws. So I can imagine this being like a very, I'm gonna get you and stab you and destroy your ship. I'm sure he's saying, but it's a trade ship. It's a peaceful ship. And I'm saying, kid, kill them all. It's like, I don't know, mate. I'm sorry. But that's what I see. And that's why I love this sub show we do, because we have no knowledge of all this stuff. We're completely, what is the art telling us? What do we take from the art design? And so when we get it right, you know, that's good for us. But we never get it right, so well, I have no idea.
Total random reviews puts in $2 and says SCVA 56 Nahal Airgram from Gundam Unicorn. First of all, Gundam Unicorn sounds stupid. I know what Gundam is, but Gundam Unicorn just makes it sound stupid. And this ship is... Oh, why does it remind me of something from Macross?
Yes, yep, that's what I was thinking. Well, it looks like a Transformer, an anime.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's too busy without a clear direction.
It looks incomplete. Looks like it's missing something from the front.
Well, it's looking like it's missing a head and then transform with arms and legs. That's what it looks like to me.
Oh yes. Yeah, I don't know. It looks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that one. Sorry.
It's Gundam. Yeah, I'm not the fan. Sorry. Next up is Shannon Nash, $5. The Alexei Leonov from 2010. That's a great movie, by the way. And
I mean, it's ugly. Let's get that out of the way. But not all ships have to be nice looking, so that's okay. Have you seen the Foley?
Oh.
That's Stuart ship for anyone who's thinking. What do you think?
Just looking at the still pictures, I'm like, but I've seen the movie and I like it in the movie because the center part rotates and it's got a feel and a weight to it when it goes by the camera.
That's like with the thing from Lost in Space. It's all of it put together.
Yeah. And it's very real world for when they were projecting from like 1980 into what 2010 would look like, and it feels like it would work for that. Because you still have the gravity creating spinning part and the thrust engines and the solar thing. So
would you agree though that the Babylon 5 obvious ripoff is a better design, the Omega Destroyer?
Yeah.
But I mean, it for what it's worth, it doesn't look and feel like a brick in space. Kind of like the Sulaco somehow avoids the brick in space by working better as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same thing for a very different reason, obviously, but it doesn't just look like a brick in space. So good credit for them.
Yeah. Next up is Almir, €2. Minerva from Gundam Seed Destiny.
I really like this. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
The red's cool. The sharp's cool. Yeah.
Again, it feels like it could be like a Star Wars ship almost like a Mon Calamari ship. Yeah,
really?
Cut those front red wings off, and it just has that feel to it.
I mean, hey, I will not have to back up on that. I'm sorry. Wow.
You don't have to. I want you to. If you did, I would change my mind.
I think the back is the worst bit, but it works okay as a whole. I get the sense more things move on the back. It's not as static as it looks. Yeah, I like it actually.
All right, so what is next? John Harrison, £2. Hellblade Chaos Fighter.
Yeah, very Star Warsy again.
It looks like the dart from Star Wars.
Yep. Or even just her craft, Zam Wessel's craft a bit.
Yeah. Oh, you know her name, huh? No, yeah, it looks like a dart or a head of an arrow or something. It doesn't look like a ship.
And it's like the swarm ship from Beyond, a little bit.
Actually,
quite a lot.
Yeah.
I do like it actually. I like their approach of having flat wings, but then like piping, but really subtle piping to imply we can be razor thin, but we need a little bit of function just to make them work.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like it actually. I mean, it's not like amazing, but yeah, I like it.
A little too simple for me.
But yeah, I can see it.
Let's see. So Devin Larson, $2. The RLS Legacy
from Planet. I've never seen Treasure Island. I'll be honest. Movie. I mean, it's a flying
sailing ship.
Yep. That's kind of as far as the conversation goes, really. It's like when they say, "What do you think of the Yamato?" The other one, it's like, "Yep, it's a boat that's got an engine."
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice enough. I think probably if you've seen the movie, you'd like it more. But yeah, nice enough. Nice enough.
So have I missed Bebop?
Why don't you just read the non-super chat for a second? I'm just going to queue a few of these up. Just so that I know that I'm not behind.
I'm not. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Well, I'm not going to read. I'll just chat here for a second. Hold on.
So we're at Justin Hampton's. That's our last one that we're up to.
No, we're up to Sergeant Roadkill. It's Cowboy Bebop, which we talked about last month. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we talked about this in the last one of these we did, and I've seen Cowboy Bebop a long time ago.
Yes, like I said, I'm spooling some up, so just talk to the everyday people.
Doesn't the Destiny Ascendant already have a video? Yes, it does. A lot of these ships might have videos. If you don't know if we've done a video on a ship you want to look at into, just type in the ship name from Trekyards and it should come up with if you've done it. Stilo says the Mandalorian ship. Wow. The Razor Crest.
And it's come out as a Lego set.
And I got a 3D print of it right here. But yeah, the Lego set looks cool.
Might have to get that just for funsies.
Funsies? Actually, that would be a good idea for a live, Samuel. They did it for the Grand Tour. Richard May and James May and Richard Hammond. They would answer questions about cars, and if they got it wrong, they'd take a shot. The whole time, they're building a little Lego kit of cars. So I figure we should each buy one of those small little Lego kits of like the small little X-Wings or whatever, and have a camera on the build and us as well. And then people can ask us questions. If we get it wrong, we have to take a shot. So if you get stuff wrong, you get drunker and you're building something. It was a fun video and might be interesting.
To me, that sounds like a you and me in the same room sort of one.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean. For like you come visit or something.
Which we do want to do some more of. And it isn't that expensive, especially if we have some lives during. You know, we can pay for the entire trip during, so I'm not too worried. Okay, I've got quite a few spooled up if you want to...
Alright.
If you want to jump in.
So next up is...
Cowboy Bebop.
Justin Hampton. Well, yeah, we've already talked about that. Justin Hampton, $20, 100 likes. Let's get to 150. Love to have you do breakdown of Babylon 5 Station. Haven't we talked about Babylon 5 already?
Actually, no. Nope.
What?
No, I've been avoiding because it's going to be a big one.
This surprises me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Some of the bigger ones we haven't really even... Yeah.
Well, we've done a lot of the big ones. I mean, it's not as if we haven't done most of them. It's just, if you do all of them, you've done all of them. You know?
Mm-hmm. Daniel Hall, $2. When are we getting Miss Johnson's Mr. Scott's Guide to the episode? Mr. Scott's Guide episode. With Laura Johnson. We filmed that a long time ago. Don't know is the answer.
I have no answer because I know we had some audio problems for that.
We had some issues with it. We were going to refilm it and just haven't got around to it yet. I still talk to her though on a regular basis. So,
but luckily that sort of interview is timeless because the information is of the past. You know. But I think when we had a period in the middle there when we were more reliant on the views of the video for money because we didn't have lives, and so we just couldn't justify putting out a video that would literally lose us money in the grand scheme. Now we accept they're not going to make us some money because the ad system doesn't suit us well, and so lives will make us, so we can afford to put out videos we know aren't going to do well if we find them interesting. So now is definitely more of a time. I'm just currently in some massive deadlines for fan films, like I might or not even be able to do them in time, sort of deadlines. So not a good time for me.
Yeah. So there's your answer. We might release some of those videos at some point.
But to be fair, at this point, it might be worth refilming. So we've got better microphones, better audio, better video. Depending, and even just better Skype quality.
Yeah. Michael Killane puts in $3 Australian. Spaceballs Winnebago. Well, it's a Winnebago with wings. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah, it actually works well as a spaceship. Actually, better than it should do. That's the achievement.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about that.
Did they modify the interior at all?
Not really. They add padding. Like, you got to watch the movie, dude. Yeah. You could probably do Spaceballs Winnebago interior. It'll probably show you. But they make it look like Star Warsy.
Oh, yeah. The blinky lights have no purpose. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, David Stelzer, $2. Have you guys done the 1985 Explorer's spaceship? No, we have not.
And I have no idea what this is, and having seen some pictures here, I still have no idea what it is.
It's an interesting movie from the 80s. It's not really a ship. The kids get this alien tech that forms like an invisible force field bubble. Okay. So they build this ship to fit inside it, so they can use this to go out into space. So they just build it out of garbage and junk, and it's inside the bubble force field. So,
right. So it's a space pod designed to allow space travel within a force field.
Kind of.
I have no thoughts on it.
Watch the movie. Okay. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's an 80s movie for sure.
It probably doesn't hold up as a movie, but it's probably like a have 2 drinks and just watch it for fun.
Just enjoy it for enjoying it. Don't expect to be thrilled.
Well, no, yeah.
Just expect to be entertained.
But it's one of those things that 80s movies can hold up. It's not his fault. It was probably low budget, but T2 is still the good.
This was huge. This was huge budget. Some good actors in it too. Kid actors that became.
Yeah.
River Phoenix is one of them. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Watch it sometime if you can. I haven't seen it since the 80s probably, so I need to rewatch it, but I remember enjoying it. Eugene, 250 rubles, running on fumes, Advent Rising, aliens ship. The cyan purple non-brick.
Yeah, actually, I like the shapes. It's very squid-like.
Got to catch up to you because you got them all loaded up already. I'm just...
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I like it. I like the color choice and the fact that the colors follow a very obvious pattern of where they are. It gives you a certain extra sense of function that you wouldn't always have. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's got like a beetle or a sea creature kind of vibe going on with the colors. So
this would have been perfect in the Sequest universe. As like, look, we found an alien ship, and it's so similar to ours. That's weird, but also alien. That's weird too.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, I like it.
Olivia Julius, $2. The Botany Bay. Botany spelled wrong.
Botany
Star
Bay.
Trek TOS.
Botany Bay.
Done some episodes on the Botany Bay, so
Here's
check
a
it
beautiful
out.
scale render of it with the NX-01, the TOS Colony, the Botany Bay, and the Defiant. Oh my goodness. Look at
The
them
DY-100 class.
Yeah, space freighter, converted boat, underground submarine, I mean.
Underground submarine.
Well, technically the water is underground level. So it is under the ground, just in the water of the underground.
Cool. Russell Archer, $2. The Nadesco Martian Successor.
Ah, okay, that one. Looks exactly like the police carrier car from Blade Runner. With a EX-33 from Enterprise on the top. The exact shape of the module that launches off in the task sequence. It's exactly this, even with the engine placement. Wow, that's shocking.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, it's not interesting, but it's What is it? What is its purpose? Do you think? Like, what can you possibly tell from its? We said what it looks like, but what do you think it does? What do you think its role is?
I don't know. It's like a fast response ship.
Yeah. Okay.
An escort. I don't know. It looks fast. It looks fast.
Yeah, I'll buy it. I think that's probably right. Cool.
Russell Archer, $2. The Shadows from Babylon 5.
Shadow Cruiser.
Yes. They look like sea urchins.
It's not one of those ships where the goal was that, and they achieved it perfectly.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know you've seen some of the season, but in the season they're incredibly effective and not necessarily frightening, but dreadful. And certainly before we can, fight one, they are not fun. And considering the time, the texturing of how they shimmer, very advanced, very very good sheet, very clever.
Chinushi, €2. Beans with bacon mega rocket. I say what now?
Yep.
What?
Thing.
No, it's
I
not.
mean, at this point, I feel like he's just trolling us with free money. Because what do we say about this? But I don't actually mind the shapes. It's actually okay.
It looks similar to the cat, just with wings.
And I get the pod. Chlorel Kal-El was sent to in Earth.
Yeah.
I get that vibe for some reason. Thank you.
Aristotle spaceship, Doctor Who into the Daleks, says Dan23 for £2.
Now, I don't remember the episode, which one that is, but if this is the ship it is, and I think it is, I've already pre-searched these, I like it. I've never quite liked the CGI in Doctor Who, at least the olden ones, at least I guess middle-aged ones, the Tennant stuff, they're a bit TV budgety, but yeah, I like it. It's good, I like it.
Yeah, it looks like a futuristic cruise ship or a luxury liner.
I would say a bit more of a Babylon 5 warship vibe, but more smooth.
I think there's too many windows for that. It looks like a hotel, a fine hotel.
No, that is absolutely a fair point.
Damien Howe, £2. The Rossi from The Expanse, the Rossiante. We've covered that already. Well, just in one of these lives. We haven't actually done a video on it. I got a little model of it here. See? The Rossiante.
It's okay. I get why people like it, but it's also just a red brick in space.
Yep.
I mean, really. I mean, there's
it's not really red, but
orange accents.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the thought put in. I know some of it. And I like the designer a lot, but it's coming from a super real world approach, which means you can't be very sci-fi-y.
Yeah.
And therefore,
doesn't really impress me.
No.
Look at something out of Aliens.
It 100% does. Yeah, it's like the Sulaco Mark II.
Yeah. Olivia Julius, $10.
Wow.
The Last Cat, Class A transport, known to exist in the Picard era, is currently in the Federation Museum of Spaceflight and is rumored to still be fully functional. So it never existed in our universe. All right, cool. Good
retort. Wow.
Nemuel Major puts in $2. Damarung from Xenosaga. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It looks like some of the stuff we've seen today and kind of spliced together. I don't know if I like the chosen blue, but I do actually like it.
Yeah, it has a TIE interceptor feel almost, but then with the big spiky thing at the back. Gives it some dimensionality.
Well, yes. Do you think the inner ring spins or not?
I would guess possibly. That's a good guess.
I feel like it's more they maybe go in and go out depending on what weapon thing they're doing. Yeah.
Not sure.
It's cool though.
Tudo. Yeah, it is. Tudo, 1990, $2. Mass Effect Asari Dreadnought.
Yep. Hey, well done, you got Asari. This one I can't see you liking.
Okay, that's always a great way to lead in.
It is, yeah. Hard to... Oh, that's a good image. I have to wait for live to get a better overall image if I can get it full screen. Yeah, there we go.
I mean,
I like it, but I play the game and I know why it's important. But that's a lot of baggage I've got going in.
yeah, that's the front of it we're looking at.
I think so, yeah. I think it fires guns and fighters from there.
And not the ugliest thing I've ever seen, but
Great endorsement. It's just...
yeah, it's on the bottom of the box. Not the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Captain Foley, Trekyards.
Fully approved, or at least not disproved. Yeah, I mean, it's a video game engine. You know, they're trying to cram a lot of different designs in. It's kind of like Mass Effect, Battlefront 5 in the sense they have lots of very different designs, and this is a very different design to the rest of the fleet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's all right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Fleet Pass Fifth back, $2. Jupiter 2 from Lost in Space, 1997 movie. See, the 1997 movie is one of my guilty pleasure movies. I actually like the Jupiter 2 in that. I love how the shell that it launched in was basically the Jupiter, the original one, and that broke apart, which was a real nice homage to the yeah, I think it's a cool looking ship. So I'm kind of biased though. Like I said, it's one of my guilty pleasure movies. I enjoy a lot of it.
They put thought into it. You know, yeah. It's a sci-fi looking thing. It's how do you turn a flying saucer into an actual spaceship that still is kind of flyery, sorcery, vibey-ish. I give it all credit, you know?
It's got like a Millennium Falcon engine at the back, wrap around, so...
Yeah. And the 3D model was actually pretty good at the time.
Yeah.
Like it stands out as being, that's pretty good.
Hey, guess who's in the chat? Rob Bonchune is here.
Oh, hey.
Robert Bonchune. Hey, Rob, how's it going? Nice to see you.
Mr. Rob.
Oh, and now we gotta watch what we say. Because he probably likes a lot of these ships.
Well... have him come on and defend them then.
You gotta come back on the show, Rob.
Yeah, I've invited him. You know, he knows I have.
He should come on for a live, maybe.
Yeah. Well, hey, Rob, talk about this 1 4-second shot for an hour. Okay, great.
We're gonna go have a drink. We'll be back.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? They super chat like $10. Super chat a single VFX shot from Voyager, and I have to go find it and then show it, and then he has to talk about how they made that. That'd be kind of fun. That's like a pay-per-view behind-the-scenes featurette.
And he says, "Hi guys, no." So, Chris Parnell, £2. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea flying sub. God. I don't know why people like the flying sub so much. It's fine. This is one of those iconic ones that everybody loves.
It's iconic.
I know.
Okay.
But oh, absolutely it is. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. I mean, okay. There's nothing to it.
It's a manatee. It's a manatee with no detail.
Yeah. So not a big fan.
I have no thoughts. It's a blah out of 10. It might be great in the movie. Hey, sure, but it's not a very interesting design. You know, it's like if someone said, right, build a hawk as a ship, and they're like, so what do you think? Well, looks like a hawk. Didn't do anything with it, but okay, cool.
Yeah. John Harrison, £2. The Zeophon Pattern Interceptor, BSG inspired.
Oh, yes. I like it. I've seen this before.
I've seen this before too.
I understand it. Yeah, actually, and it makes me want to see some BSG stuff with more wings because it's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. I like it. It's a cool design.
Yeah. Easy approval seal there.
Devin Larson. Well, we should get making these shorter because.
Sure.
Well, I guess we're not too bad on time, but Devin Larson, $5. Titan ship from Titan A.
And that's the big bull ship. That's not the sexy ship because otherwise you'd call it the actual ship name. Well, there's 3 ships. Well, actually, there's 4 ships if you.
So it's the ball ship. Oh, it's very steampunky.
Sure. I just think every single ship in this movie is good. All the designs, and that's pretty rare.
Yeah, I like the main ship. It's a very neat design.
Yeah, and also the one that they repair and fly around. Simple but effective as a concept.
I gotta watch that movie again. I haven't seen that in a long time either.
It's a pretty movie, and come on, it's Reese Witherspoon and not Reese Witherspoon, the other one, and Matt Damon before he was Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Well, yeah.
Rob Arnshune says, no.
For which, though? Because he's delayed, or we're delayed. Oh, I don't know.
No. It's for the Titan AE round ship.
Drew Barrymore. Yeah. Everyone's sure they're famous. Great. I love the ships.
Tanushi, €5. Something fresh from the oven. Hard Space Shipbreakers spacecraft.
Have you heard of this game? It just got launched.
I have not.
So, to my limited knowledge, limited, it's a game which is a simulator, but it lets you... The whole point of the game is to break apart old spaceships. And it's got a very good physics engine, and you're a guy in a spacesuit, and you break apart things, and you rebuild things, and you're kind of like a spaceship mechanic salvage man.
Okay.
So if you want to be a spaceship salvage man, breaking apart ships, and and selling the pieces. I don't know if there's any necessarily ship that you are on. I mean, I'm googling it. There's not really anything that's coming across.
I'm just finding nothing really.
But the game looks interesting. It looks like a nice time suck. But it also looks kind of generic in the art design. You know.
So no comment on that one right now, unless we get a better picture of a specific ship. Chris Parnell, £2. The Expanse, MCRN Duniger. Okay.
I've seen it before. I like it. It's really simple, but I like it in comparison to the
Rossianti.
Yeah, like it in the context of that's the universe. I'm like, oh yeah,
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, this one's a lot sexier than. Yeah, absolutely.
Really? Well,
than the Rossianti, yes.
I guess the.
Yeah, I like the shapes at the back. It kind of goes to that X shape, and yeah, I like it better. It's more interesting to look at, especially on flybys and stuff. I can imagine than the Rossi. So sorry.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. Yeah. Right, now I'm out of my buffer, so I gotta start.
Oh.
Which is fine. No, it's fine. Keep going.
Tenchi, 2K7, $2. Normandy SR2 for Mass Effect. We've already talked about that. I did a video on it, I believe.
Was our third episode, I believe, of this show of the Fleetyards. It's good.
Of Fleetyards.
I think it's original. It's interesting. It's the evolution of it's great. The inside is a beautiful design. The bridge is beautiful. Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's a really good ship.
And even I really like it. So
yeah, and they never quite got lightning in a bottle again with it, because they tried with the Andromeda ship. It's nowhere near as good. Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. Eugene, 250 rubles. Weird design from barely known 90s anime, Lost Universe Swordbreaker. Lost Universe Swordbreaker.
I mean, it kind of reminds me instantly of the Gorn ships they made us review for Wyatt and Turner. Like, there's kind of like weird shapey things. I mean, it's not so much design as shapes put together. Oh, I don't know.
Reminds me of something, but I can't figure out what.
Can't help.
Honestly, yeah, no comment for now. I can't think of what it reminds me of. Dave Stelzer, $2. Space Above and Beyond ships. Well, that's kind of broad.
It is, and I will say we have got some Space Above and Beyond stuff coming. I'm proud to say.
Oh yeah, we do, don't we? I mean, there's actually some good designs there.
Yeah, I mean,
they look like modern military, and just advanced modern military, and I think that's kind of neat. So.
Yeah, and the Hammerhead's a good design. It's a legitimately good design, and I've seen the crew carrier, and again, it's exactly as you expect, but it works well. And I've seen some of the effects, and while they're a bit hokey in terms of some of the clearly, and it's again a lightwave show, some of the corners you can kind of see they cut. They try to be very ambitious for the time, or at least for TV budget. So I appreciate that certainly.
Tenchi 2K7 $2. The Durandal from Xenosaga game series.
Those wings look like the Discovery bird of prey, a raider. Which I don't like. I mean, it is kind of what it is. It's not a very, it's great for a game because it's kind of like, look, some shapes.
Oh. It's like a fucking hummingbird.
Yeah.
Sorry, it looks like a hummingbird. Not a fan.
Well, that in itself is not a negative.
No, not a fan. Not enough going on for me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Russell Archer, $2. Ship from opening of Brave Star. A cargo passenger. Brave Star. I don't know if you can find that.
Yeah, see if you... I have no idea what to look for in terms of just Googling. So if you can find...
I'll try. I used to watch Brave Star, but if it's a ship from the opening, it's just a ship.
But if you can give me a keyword search, that would be splendid.
Yeah, I got nothing, my friend.
Well, can you describe it then?
Nope.
So I can tell you if I... Okay.
I mean, I watch Brave Star a lot. I don't remember a ship in the opening, so it's probably just a flashed ship that goes by.
And you know what? Because he super chatted, I loved it.
Sure.
When I saw it in Stuart's house as a child, from the other side of the window.
You time travel, you creepy bastard. Before he went back in time, I didn't even know what Star Trek was.
Well, it wasn't a Star Trek. I had to go and give Gene the idea. From himself, obviously, Destination Paradox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, we don't know what ship you're talking about specifically there. So,
hey, obscure sometimes is too obscure.
Crassus, £5. Spear of Aden from StarCraft. All 74 kilometers of it. Well, as soon as you say 74 kilometers, I tune out. It's like dumb. Let me see what it looks like, though.
I like it.
Actually, it's kind of cool.
You got him.
Yeah.
It reminds me, and again, we're looking at some very diverse things here. Reminds me a bit like the passenger ship in terms of overall vibe, although obviously not the design per se, but how open it is, how free it feels. But yeah, it's actually really interesting. And the gold's a bold choice, but I think actually works. A choice that paid off.
The gold and blue looks good. A lot of negative space, which again I think probably works well.
But it's filled with energy.
It's very artistic. It's very artistic looking.
Is.
You know?
But the native space is filled with blue energy, so you're wondering, is that some sort of force field? Is it a warp unit? Is it as in fast and light? What does it all mean?
It's just fancy lighting, like undercar lighting.
Oh, it's RGB lighting basically. Oh yeah, car light. They got rims and they got.
Yep.
They got
spinners with that thing.
I like it actually. It feels like an uber ultra massive capital ship that is like the head of an empire that you're never going to attack, never going to even really go to, because it's just too big and menacing, but like in a sexy way.
Eugene throws in 150 rubles.
Thanks.
Final one, the fan art, Final Space X31.
Why do these people come with these ideas?
I have no goddamn clue.
Oh yeah, I watched 3 episodes of this and then stopped because it didn't quite grab me.
Nope. It's going to be a hard pass for me. No reason. Just I'm not a fan of it.
Wait, but isn't that one from the TV show? What was the main ship look like then? Wait, so is this the main ship or not then? Because I've seen Final Space. I'm confused. Oh, okay. Well, I prefer the new one to his one, or the his one to the other one. No, it's okay. Yeah, it does what it says in the tin. Looks like the transport ship from Orville. If you recall, a fake cargo ship with a ring. Super close to that.
Not a fan. John Harrison, £2. Voss Pattern Lightning Strike Fighter.
I like this one a lot. This is
Wow.
great. Yeah, that's cool. I like all the negative angles. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely fantastic. Totally agree. Love it. James McGill, $10.
Ooh,
Sundog,
wow.
space game from the 80s. Best simulation adventure before a kid before time of the internet. Answer my childhood question. Which universe does this freighter seem to be fit best? Star Wars or Star Trek?
Well, what's funny, we already have done this ship before. This obscure one-off, which is kind of awesome. Maybe by you again. What did we say? A little bit of Doctor Who. Silurian?
yeah.
No,
Oh, we said it looked like the original Bonaventure from the Spaceflight Chronology.
Yes.
Because it does.
Yep.
Just without the big flare engine on the back.
That's exactly right. Well done,
Yep.
past us. You're welcome, past us. Yeah, it's not bad. It's better than it could be. And for the time, that's high praise. With all those 8 bits of information they can add.
So the answer to your question, if it's better than just Star Trek, because Rick Sternbach did it, but better. Fleetpaw Swiftback puts in $2. Teleomus is from Gundam 001. If I can't pronounce it, you don't get to see it.
Ptolemy? Yeah, okay. I like one of the view. No, I like that. It looks like the Halo dropship. No, that's actually great. That's great.
I really like that. I'm surprised. I really like that. That's very cool. I like the color scheme too.
Yeah, bit muted, but yeah.
I like it. Olivia Julius, $5. Heavy cargo transport. John Eves design. Check messenger.
Yeah, that's you, not me. So.
Well, yeah, that doesn't really help us now, does it?
No. Well, if you tell me what it is, I'm sure it's a concept. Oh, is that the John Eves ship? No,
I have no idea. That's what she sent me.
that's
So
not John Eves. I've seen that recently, and I liked it. I like it.
I have no comment.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. But this one's good.
Sergeant-
The blue one's good though, shit.
Sergeant Roadkill, £2. Necron Karn ship from 40K before BF Gothic.
We've seen this one and we liked it.
Did we really?
Yep. No, it was one of our. Yes, we liked it. I know that's a shock, Stuart. Anything 40k, but yes, we did.
Let's see. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's a scaraby thing with a pyramid on the back. I mean, it's certainly
Yeah.
interesting shapes. You know.
Looks like the Idic symbol.
We come
Dan,
in peace. We lied. If our ship
Dan
looks like an
23.
Idic, then you'll definitely come in peace until we blow you up.
Dan 23, £2. Power Rangers in spaceship. Don't care because it's Power Rangers.
I like it. I have a lot of fun memories of the ship. It's a good design. I like it.
Spaceship. I don't think.
Isn't it Lost Galaxy?
Actually, that is kind of neat.
Yeah, it's a real design. That's the thing. It wasn't
Yeah.
just like some garbage thing. It was a real design.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I gotta say.
And then if you look at my live, there's a space dock at the bottom, which I completely forgot existed.
Yeah.
And it's very sort of Star Trek inspired, but
Yeah. No, I kind of like that, but Power Rangers is still garbage.
But this one was the best show because it actually was a sci-fi show at its heart. It's barely Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. Obviously, they're fighting in the same way, the same villains, but it was space first.
Tanushi, €2. Last one for tonight.
Cool.
Void Arc from Void Bastards.
Oh, it's a Steam game. That's cool. Wow, that's cool. It's like a comic, as if it's a comic game. Well, it looks like a gun, so it's a spaceship gun. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. What do you think?
Again, it looks like something from a lot of other franchises. You know, it's kind of like that brick and space vibe.
And
But-
what do you think of those front two hatches are, though? Is that to launch people in spacesuits? Is that to launch gun or turrety weapons?
Those
missiles?
are weapons.
Very small ship then, or very, very, very big missiles.
Or, no, they're not missiles. They're like probably like energy beams or something. Those open up and
Hang on, the doors.
just that'd be cool if they opened up and there was like this big buildup of like plasma, and then just fires out.
Yeah, okay. Like Elite Force with the aliens.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, sure.
Ikaro Sato. It's in $2 Australian. The Mikigami from Tenchi GXP.
Well, that's a girl as far. Oh, okay. What the hell is this? I mean, it looks like the. I know this is an obscure reference, and that's definitely not how I'm going to find it. It looks like the. And I've put it more recent than you have. It looks like the weapons platform that the Zindi weapon is in Season 3 of Enterprise.
Yeah.
And that's as I don't know what to think. It's or a tiara. I mean, it's a.
Or yeah.
I don't know what I meant to do. Like, what's it trying to tell me? You know.
You know what it tells me? That you people out there watch some weird ass shit.
Yeah.
Bad
Aren't
thing.
they the best?
It's a necklace, apparently.
Oh, a space necklace.
Yeah. Olivia Julius, $5. Final fact: Picard fertilizers can be used to capture bunny corn rabbits after Captain Riker updated the design of his fertilizer. See, bunny corns are cool.
Well, that's important features for any vineyard fertilizer. Is the ability to catch a very alien animal that only existed on one planet. Important stuff. Cool. All right, I think we have come to an end of subjects. So let's see if we can have one really great one, like a final one that is a really awesome design that people think we're gonna love. You know? I wonder. Can you guys pick one that you know we're gonna love? Because hey,
And
successful
if
life.
we don't love it, you're going to be banned from ever commenting on the channel.
Rob Bonchoon, everybody. Yeah, it'll be Rick Sternbach. It's like, oh no, Rick, what, Rick? You've been stealth commenting for years, just for this one moment, making us feel like idiots. Oh no.
We don't need his help to feel like idiots. Says me. But yeah,
very successful, guys.
Last call. Any more super chats? Throw them on in, and we will talk about. But yeah, I think one or two more, and that'll be it for us. This is very tiring, actually, doing this, because our brain's always working. You know, these are more exhaustive than the regular lives we do, I find.
Yep. I'm thirsty as all hell, because you know.
Here, some water.
Oh.
Some water.
Yeah.
There's also some key lime fountain drink, which is really good. You want some of this? Or I'll pass it through the.
I mean, well, thank you first of all.
Dude, I'll pour it on the camera. Maybe that'll work.
Yes, if I see water, I'm therefore better. Oh dear. Now I thought you were gonna say key lime pie for a second. I was like, you're eating pie right now? Why are you eating pie?
Well, it's key lime drink. It tastes exactly like key lime pie.
Ah. What is key lime? It is lime. Like, is that the key?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Key lime pie is like lemon meringue pie.
Oh, okay.
But green, and it's a little bit different flavor than the lemon, but pretty much the same thing. I love key lime pie and lemon pie. Love them.
Is it like fresh tasting, or is it more like a fruity taste, or?
Fruity, yeah, fruity.
Okay. Cool.
Olivia Julius, $10. Fun fact: the Picard fertilizer and ball picker makes for a great bartender. Yay! It would. The fertilizer can pour your drink, and the ball picker can put the ice in the thing. It's fine. Tanushi, €2.
Okay.
Fine. Baku starship from Hidden Evil.
Now, did you go to the Baku planet? I don't remember. Really? I can't remember that.
I can't find a picture of the goddamn thing.
I know Data's in that one. I have a funny story about this game. I bought it at a, like, second-hand store. And I put it in thinking, yes, I found a new Star Trek game I never heard of. Didn't work. And so until you could, like, you know, pirate games, I was never able to play it because I'm not really whatever. So I don't know how to find that.
Yeah, I can't find it.
I don't know what's the Baku ring now.
So Dan, because we can't find it, you're banned from the channel.
Oh no.
We puts in another one though. Dave Ansel, 2 pounds. Ulysses 31 Shirka.
You know what?
Oh, sorry, Tanushi. Tanushi's banned from the channel. Sorry, not Dan. Sorry, Dan. I'm just kidding, Tanushi. So he puts in 2 pounds, 31. Ulysses 31 Shirka.
And we have looked at this a couple of times, but it is a cool design.
Oh,
so
yes.
we did not clarify a new one. So you could have said the Enterprise and technically be accurate in your not getting banned from the account.
It looks like Unicron from the Transformers movie with the ring around it, only squished a little bit. But it looks like Unicron, or the Matrix of Leadership, if you so choose. It looks like that as well.
But it's definitely a creative, interesting design.
Yes, like a floating eyeball.
Yes, but more ship-like. Like, I give it credit, it doesn't just feel like an eyeball. There's a bit more finesse to it, even though it's a floating eyeball. Oh, I like it. Well, there we go, guys. Successful last one. Hope you guys had fun. I mean, talk about... Actually, this would be a great thing to do if we ever, like, design a spaceship. Like, help inspire us with other designs. You know, the amount of shapes you can come up with from this is incredible.
We should do one of these on just sci-fi robots or sci-fi weapons. Like,
hey, weapons,
weapons and robots instead of ships. Like, no ships allowed. Just weapons and robots.
That's cool.
Or tech. Tech in general. Yeah. Maybe next one. We'll see.
Yeah. So I want to do some slight... Not as TNG filled this week, just because nice little break.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe. Keep your eyes peeled, guys. As we will let you know. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Do you have any final words to our wonderful community? To it we have... Well, can we get... Guys, can we get 150 likes? We're at 136. We're right there. That's 14 likes. What do you think, Stuart? Can our audience get us there?
Nope.
No?
Because they're pathetic.
Okay. You can't do it, guys. Now, do you really want... Is the captain always right? That is now what you decide. He thinks he's always right. His Sylvia demands he's not and tells him that every day, but yet he still thinks he's right. What do you guys think?
Yep, I am always right.
Yeah. No, decide that.
Luke Celeste, $10. Last one, the Re-Excelsior spaceship from the Lego Movie 2.
I have not seen
First of all,
Movie 2.
It's awful compared to the first one.
What, the movie?
Yep.
The first movie is really good.
First one's really good. But I bought the second one on 3D because it's 3D, and I'm like, yes, I got it home and watched it. And I'm like, no, that was awful. Oh, yeah, this thing's kind of cool. This is like a flying fist with like a spoiler and engines on the back. And it's kind of neat. I like it. So, yes, you win.
For what it's trying to be, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, and $10. Hey, what a brilliant way to end the super chat. But Stuart, did we 150 likes? That's the question. What is the answer?
Negative.
143. 7 more likes. Oh my god.
7 more likes. 7 more likes. If you haven't hit like. As your captain, I order you. Hit the like button.
But as your friendly neighborhood starship discussion man, you politely request.
That's right. As a Canadian, I say, please do it.
And even if you do it, you're going to say, I'm sorry for asking.
I am sorry for asking. I shouldn't have to ask them to do things like that.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people on their phones just like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then some of them are off in the loo right now and they come back and they were saying, click like, oh yeah. You know, so, for those people that have been in the loo, and I just...
Forget it. 151.
There we go.
And Luke Celeste says Trekyards, so I am not banned. No, you're not banned. Nobody's banned. I was just joking. Even the person that hit dislike isn't banned.
We love all of our fans and even our hater fans because they would still watch if, all right, great. Awesome, everyone. Have a good one. Yeah.
That's right. Till next time.
Thanks so much, guys.
Bye guys.